I am pleased to see you and Dorian both safe after such a perilous journey. I'll send a message to Dubai Split Sky in Queen Myrtle Town. They can distract the forces in Camp Havoc while we strike the apiary. Spellbinder, can you scatter the flame legs and blood hornets in the burn to give Dorian a clear path to approach? Once that's done, drop this flare into an ember pit to signal Dorian Bright Eyes. Dorian will then swoop in on his dragonfly for his attack run on the honeycomb wall. Finally, meet Alwyn Woodward on the field. He'll be leading the ground troops. We will need your help with the Queen Brood Mother.
Flee! Flee! Flee!
You toss the flare into the ember pit. It ignites and rockets up as a signal to Dorian Bright Eyes.
Yahoo! love the smell of Kermie's fire in the morning. What a first blow. You have orchestrated a great day for the Burrows, and all those who believe we can stand against the shadow.
The honeycomb wall has fallen. It is time to storm the apiary. Once more unto the breach, dear friend. Once more. The blast of war blows in our ears, and it is time to imitate the action of the deer, the tarantula hawk, the tigron. Charge into the apiary and help us take down the royal guards. They will lead us to the Queen Brood Mother. Then it falls on you to duel the Queen Brood Mother. If she falls, we will win this battle of bees.
My sting is broken! No more! You'll find the broodmother lurking in the golden hoard chamber!
You do not understand what you're dealing with, do you? I am the perfect organism. My structural perfection is matched only by my hostility. Please, Spellbinder, let us speak beneath the sky. By the celestial moon, my compound eyes are finally clear. What has the Shadow Queen done to me?
The Shadow Queen cursed me with this form, twisting me into a dark reflection of what I once was in the old times. I have lived in anger and fever and hunger for generations, a ceaseless nightmare. Please, Spellbinder, can you help me? The curse can be lifted, and some good brought back to the land if you can restore my true image by using the Moon's Crown. The Moon's Crown is a potent relic carved from an arcane crystal at the top of the Eclipse Tower. Zoltana may know how to find it. Do not take too long, Spellbinder, or the shadows will come again, and my nightmare will begin anew.
Spellbinder, I have heard distressing reports from both Tyrian Gorge and the Apiary. What news do you bring? The Shadow Queen has not suffered setbacks like these in generations! Well, not here, at the center of her power, at any rate. How have the Burrowers been able to do so much in so little time? You have heard rumors of a spy in the Umbra Legion? Who would risk so much for so little hope, It raises the question, why are you here? The Moon's Crown. The ancient seer Timon Whiteflame who dwells in Bastion might know. But take care, he is often thorny.
Who are you to disturb my contemplations? My work is vital. I am searching for rot at the core of Bastion. There is a spy working against the Shadow Queen. Have you heard the name Cornelius? Is this you? No, I don't think so. You are too young, too fresh. But I'll gut you and read my answers in your entrails. The moon's crown. It was lost at the end of the old times, right after the fall of Bastion. A brazen young burrower named Alyssa Stargazer hurt Morganth and fled with the moon's crown to Tyrian Gorge. Alyssa Stargazer hid in the Winter Halo Caverns, an ancient cave once home to epic powers. Perhaps she disturbed something in those fathomless depths, for neither she nor the moon's crown was ever seen again.
What knowledge did Timon Whiteflame have to share? A spy in Bastion? Something to discuss at greater length another time. What did you learn about the Moon's Crown? Lost in the Winter Halo Caverns? I do not know Tyrian Gorge that well. You need an expert in local geography. Go to Tyrian Gorge and seek out Captain Kator Jaral at the mining camp. Tell him I told him to help you.
Whoa! You stink like an ancient moth's ear. Don't you ever bathe? Why are you bothering me? We're recovering from several dastardly burrower attacks. Probably the work of this Cornelius. Zoltana said I was to help you? Help you do what? Find the Moon's Crown in the Winter Halo Caverns? Ha! A fool's tale. But search if you want. The caverns lie near the Milkweb Gate. They're infested, though, with winter scorpions.
In the depths of the cavern, you see a mystical staff that looks like it was made by a burrower. As you examine it, you sense a tiny spark of magic remains. Suddenly it flares up, summoning a ghost to stand before you.
Who are you that finds me after so very, very long? Are you the Shadow Queen? Do not hurt me, please! No! The venomous striders come! You are an agent of light, an arrow aimed at the heart of shadow. You seek the moon's crown. It is still here. The moon's crown is the key to the Eclipse Tower, once a place of pure moon magic, before it was corrupted by shadow. I stole the moon's crown and fled here, but I was weak and alone and could not fend off the winter scorpions, and so my spirit remains. The moon's crown is a prize of the baleful Empress. If you overcome her, my spirit will fly free on the winds of change.
Warm blood enters my home. A child of light? A spellbinder? You will provide a great feast for my children!
chip in the crown. A precious stone is missing. Still, with this in hand, you are well on your way to driving back the shadow. Thank you, Spellbinder, for freeing me.
Whoa! Stink of scorpion venom. Oh, you found the moon's crown, huh? Part is chipped? Oh, wouldn't worry. You can barely notice it. I'm sure it'll do just fine. Take it back to Zoltana and Bastion, and you tell her to find out who this Cornelius is. These spies cannot be tolerated.
Spellbinder, you have recovered the moon's crown? Your deeds are quite remarkable. I'm sure the Shadow Queen will take particular notice of you soon, if that is your wish. Kator told you to investigate the spy Cornelius? I would not worry about that. I do not think such a person exists. There has long been a rumor of a fifth column within the Umbra Legion, working against the Shadow Queen. This treasonous group supposedly believes in a different reading of the Shadow Queen's grand prophecy, but this is heresy. Any who claimed such a thing would face unimaginable punishment if they were to be caught. Who would dare? But to matters at hand, who sent you after the moon's crown? The Broodmother. How curious. Take it back to her at once.
Spellbinder, I struggle to keep my thoughts my own. Do you have the moon's crown? I have been abuzz since you left, barely able to contain my emotions. I fear the Shadow Queen's wrath, but I cannot live like this. Do you have the moon's crown? I see it is broken and missing a gem, but it still has much magic within it. Bring the moon's crown into the Royal Queen's chamber, and let us see if we can master its use. Spellbinder, let the power of the moon's crown flow over me and wash away this crass and brutal form. I am transforming!
Spellbinder, I am restored, and yet the blood pounds beneath my antennae. Spellbinder, do you feel that cold wind blowing?
Young wizard, I told you I knew what you were up to. You wish to save the bees? Ha! How? When you can't even save yourself. Witness a fraction of the power of the Song of Creation.
Spellbinder, what have you done to me? A fever courses through my veins, and a hunger burns within my mind.
I must admit, I admire the Broodmother's purity. A survivor, unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality. I hope her poison lets you live long enough to experience a truly painful and wretched death.
Spellbinder, is that you? I was swallowed by the shadow, and you have saved my spirit a second time. Quickly! Use the moon's crown to force me to shed the Shadow Queen's skin!
Spellbinder, the good you have done this day is invaluable. A great deal of work remains. The Yellow Jackets are still in the thrall of the Shadow Queen. We must save them. If we can restore the moon's crown, you could then wrest control of the Eclipse Tower from the Shadow Queen. From there, you could unravel her spell over Bastion and her control over my people. You need to locate the crown's missing fragment, a jeweled teardrop called the Moon's Tear. Gluttonous Blotter would know. He's a hideous creature who squats in the Golden Vault, hoarding treasures. If anyone has the Moon's Tear, it is him.
What goodies you bring to Gluttonous Blotter? You ask me for the Moon's Tear? I will trade it to you, if you get me 42 treasures that I covet, scattered far and wide. What's that? You defeated Cravenly the Hunter, and the Baleful Empress, and the Brood Mother? Okay, I will tell you, Spellbinder. Don't feed me to the humongal frogs. The Moon's Tear was lost in the Abyssal Cave, in Tyrian Gorge, the blackest pit in Khrysalis. Now take your threats and your wand and leave me be. Ask that cold-blood Zaltana how to find the Abyssal Cave.
Spellbinder, it intrigues me to see you again so soon. The Shadow Queen orders us to watch for a wizard from Wizard City. She said this one pains her and disturbs her composure. The Shadow Queen offers unimaginable reward for any warlord or servant who brings her the wizard's wand. Or head. Either. Both. I admit I can imagine quite a lot. It is unlucky for me, then, that I know only you, Spellbinder, but no wizards. I assume you delivered the Moon's Crown to the satisfaction of the Brood Mother. News from the apiary has been limited. Tell me no more. You search for the Abyssal Cave now? It lies deep within Tyrian Gorge. Speak once again to Captain Catorgeral.
Oh, you stink of roach slime. Or is that the smell of Bastion's traitor? Any luck finding Cornelius? No. Pity. Okay. Now why are you back here? The Abyssal Cave. Haha. You do like to tour the Badlands, don't you? It's very dark in there. Very dark. Crystal geodes might light it up nicely if you cracked a few and let them loose. My men like to crunch on them. Good for the gizzard. You'll have to rustle the 100-leggers for him. Haha. Good luck. Oh, you stink of crystal geodes. Actually, they smell pretty good. Give me one. Oh, I hit the spot. To reach the Abyssal Cave, you'll have to pass through the Milkweb Gate. You remember how sticky that stuff is? The Sky Screamers have a special potion, an unguent, which lets them slip through like slime off a roach's back. Go ask the Sky Screamers to give you a vial of unguent. I'm sure they'll hand it over if you give them good reason, no? Whoa! You stink of unguent! The Abyssal Cave lies down a narrow path not far past the Milkweb Gate. Search its inky depths for the moon's tear. But beware, something terrifying lives in the black.
You open the stopper on the vial. You pour the unguent all over yourself. It really does stink. You hope it gets you through the milk web gate. Ah, the glory of being a wizard. You crack open the crystal geodes. They flare up with a soft light, and you release them to float ahead of you.
Shadow Spawn, we will not let you pass!
Servant of Shadow, the fifth column will never forget and never surrender.
The Shadow Queen may have destroyed us, but our spirits still oppose her.
You are not a child of Shadow. You fight against the Shadow Queen?
We took the moon's tear to keep it from the Shadow Queen. We brought it to this terrible place, and it cost us our lives. You may have it with our approval, but it lies deeper down, stolen from us by something ancient and more dangerous. Shadow Fighter, if you free our material remains from the webs, we would be thankful.
You untangle the body from the web. It crumbles to dust, but you hear a joyful whisper on the wind. And then another sound, hot, mean, and hungry.
A dream of light comes here to these plumbless depths. A light in the dark. A child under an endless, starless sky. I was here before the first world was broken. Ever since Grandmother Raven locked the shadows away. I am named Atlas Ling, Webmaker, Light Drinker, Ghost Spider. Is it time to shake off the chains of sleep? To stretch my web to the world above? To drink deep of the hot, salty blood?
A cold chill runs down your spine as you sense a strange, shadowy aura surrounding this one. What kind of magic will he command?
Child, no more! No more! Your light, it burns!
In the middle of the ghost spider's web, you find a glowing blue teardrop that radiates with moon magic. This must be the moon's tear.
Young wizard, you overcame an ancient spirit of darkness and hunger. Very well done, if I do say so myself. Now, you hold a fragment of near-perfect moon magic. But you will have to find a way to reforge the moon's crown so it is whole once more.
Whoa! You stink of ghost spiders. You need to repair the moon's crown. That kind of thing is beyond my expertise. I'm more about digging and blowing things up. You know, burrowers used to be very good at glasswork and crystal making. Perhaps you could capture one and interrogate him.
Or maybe you could just ask Elazar Fireblade.
Spellbinder, the tale of your defeat of the Brood Mother has become legend. Our people still fight the Yellow Jackets, but we have heard the Bee Queen wishes to parley. Now, what can I help you with? You need an expert glass shaper. I know just the fellow. Chihuly is a brilliant artisan, though a touch eccentric. Chihuly Glass Shaper has a shop here in Peppergrass Nook. He will do whatever it takes to hurt the Umbra Legion.
And who might you be? Spellbinder, you? I can't see much out of this one good eye, but you certainly don't convey much power or grace. Battle of Bees? I heard something about a stranger helping Dorian Bright Eyes in his valiant efforts. That was you? Really? What are you pestering me for? You have the moon's crown and need it fixed. Let me see whatever bauber you picked up by mistake. Wait, where did you get this? This truly is the moon's crown. Perhaps you are who you say you are. All right, I will help you. But you'll have to help me. I've lost many of my tools. Blue Razors stole my shears, and Flame Legs took my pot furnace. Not bad. My tools are not ordinary, as you might have surmised. Good tools are critical, and the moon's crown is a relic of the old times. Because of that, we'll need a special fuel to burn hot enough for us to do our work. The night flames in Camp Havoc carry dragon beetle pods. I think they chew on them. You'll need to get a handful. Be careful with those dragon beetle pods. Burst into flames if you so much as drop them. We have what we need. I haven't done this in a long time. Not since I received my beauty mark, a gift from the Umbra Legion. Normally, my apprentices do the physical labor, but this requires extreme patience and an experienced touch. It worked! I never imagined I'd see this day. It'll be a small part of history. Now what are you going to do with it? Take it to the Bee Queen? I'd heard rumors that she was no longer a monster. You're doing? All right. I'll trust you.
Spellbinder, I grew worried about you. You've brought the restored moon's crown? Amazing! Spellbinder, the task before us is to take back the Eclipse Tower. It has been under the Shadow Queen's sway for far too long. If we are successful, we will not only restore Bastion, but deal the Shadow Queen a great blow. Go to the edge of Celestial Lake and use the moon's crown at the carved relief to summon the Moonlight Bridge. Ascend to the tower. Address the guardian spirits within and hope they are eager to shed the Shadow Queen's chains. Without their help, we may never triumph.
You raise the moon's crown and face the relief. Mana sparkles across the carving. There's a shimmer and hum, and the Moonlight Bridge is summoned. It is truly magnificent.
Who dares come unbidden to the Eclipse Tower? Dominion of the Lady of Spiders, the Dark Woman, the Shadow Queen. I do not know your name, and I see no badge of the Umbra Legion upon you. I am compelled to destroy you for the Shadow Queen. Wait, what is that you bear? The moon's crown? Can it possibly be true? Are you here for some noble purpose? By the new moon, the charms upon me fade in the moonlight. I have little power here due to the Shadow Queen's corruption. But I can direct you. Travel up the tower and free Sophia Darkside. She is the true caretaker of this place.
You trespass in the halls of the Eclipse Tower. Your blood will stain the sacred halls of the moon.
You have released us from our eternal watch. Thank you.
There is strange magic at work here, something you've only felt once before, when you faced Atlach Ling, the ghost spider. The floor and walls seem to waver around you.
You, the Lightbringer! The guardians of this place were powerless to stop us as we dragged the moon into the shadow. The Shadow Queen placed me here to oversee this relic of the old times. I know its every secret. I've been here so long, so very long. No one ever comes to visit. I have no idea what happens outside these walls. No matter! You have no idea what horrors I am about to show you. Maybe the Shadow Queen will summon me to her palace. At least I can finally see the world once more, after a fashion.
Free after so long, trapped in that form, to whom do I owe my freedom? Spellbinder, can you help me restore the Moon Shrine? The Shadow Weavers stripped me of my power, and I have not the strength. You have driven out the Shadow Queen's corruption. I feel my power returning.
Dear Wizard, it is I, your pal Dworgen. I have exciting news. By exciting, I mean awesome, and by awesome, I mean terrifying. Come visit me in Nightside as soon as you have the courage.
Astounding! You freed Sophia Darkside and ousted Ravik Dreamscape, who dominated the Eclipse Tower for generations. We will support you however we are able, Spellbinder. Sophia Darkside would like to teach you about this place.
Tell me the state of the spiral. I have lost so much time. Spellbinder, when you faced Ravik Dreamscape, you surely noticed a unique form of magic that he used in the duel. When the Shadow Queen conquered the Eclipse Tower, she allowed shadow magic to flow in and corrupt the moon magic. Now the two are forever intertwined in this place. Moon magic is about changing forms, but shadow magic is about rebuilding reality. Shadow magic is dangerous and was forbidden throughout the spiral, but you must learn it if you wish to fight legends. Ascend the Eclipse Tower again. You will see new threats, but may expand your mind. It is my honor to teach you. I dearly hope you survive. Shadow magic was forbidden by Grandmother Raven and the great tree Bartleby, for it touches the true essence of the spiral. It can take things apart and put them back together. It can heal, it can hurt, but it is easy to lose yourself in the process. One might say that Morganth's mind shattered after the Spider Magi showed her how to touch shadows. Or maybe she was born bad. Your first challenge is to overcome an embodiment of your past victories and failures. Witness your nightmare. You overcame and cured Yashi, the Aztecan spirit of the land, and yet you were unable to save Azteca from Xibalba and the Shadow Queen. Now you face a fragment of the past, a nightmare of failure, and a shadow of the land. Overcome it, or be destroyed.
Shadow is the cruelest art, breeding shapes out of the formless mist, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull thoughts with fervid mana. I will show you fear in a handful of spells. thunder of the sky. Give, sympathize, control. Listen to the thunder of the land. Peace, peace, peace.
Well done, Spellbinder. You have freed yourself from the chains of the past. Continue your ascent. Shadow magic enhances your skills and strategies. It flows with your repertoire of spells and builds to new effects. But every shadow spell carries the risk of backlash. You could very well be the instrument of your own defeat. Now, show me how well you know your magic. Prove that you are a true Promethean wizard before I let you touch the other side of reality. fight like a child of the Titans, Spellbinder. You are a child of light and the light bringer, but now you are also a child of shadow. You have done very well, Spellbinder. It is my honor to teach you how to inscribe a shadow magic spell into your repertoire.
And it begins with a pact. You must let the shadow in, as I have. Within the darkness are creatures, forbidden from the spiral, scratching to get in. So let them in. Let them attach themselves to you. Experience through you, and they will enhance your own power. This pact need not be feared. The creatures are not malevolent. The shadow is not evil. But its loyalties are to itself, banished, as it was from our realm. Thus, shadow creatures demand a tribute when summoned that the native beasts of the spiral do not. Our magic for theirs, light for darkness. Here, I will show you. This will lead you to a shadow of this tower. There, you can meet these creatures and learn their ways. See what we offer you, and then you will want to form a pact of your own.
There are many different shadow creatures that offer unique advantages, but to call on them, you need the magic of their domain. Shadow magic is fueled by pips, like any other magic, but it often uses a unique variant called the shadow pip. See this gauge? It fills a little each round depending on your proficiency with shadow magic, your shadow rating relative to your enemies. When it is full, you gain 1 shadow pip the next round, up to the maximum number of shadow pips you can carry, which for now is 1. Some spells may require a combination of shadow and normal pips, which you will continue to accrue normally. For now, let us pass the turn, so you can gain a shadow pip. With that shadow pip, you will be able to call upon this shrike, assume its shape, and add its power to your own. But beware the cost. For each round you spend in its form, the shrike will demand the magical energy of helpful charms. Let's prepare for this pact by casting a blade. Call upon the Shadow Shrike. Let its power and shape envelop you. Now you and the Shrike are as one. In its form, your offensive magic is boosted, but the spirit of the Shrike lingers behind you and waits. It waits for you to make good on the bargain you struck. See the scroll? It means the shadows demand tribute for the Shrike. That is one charm each round. If you fail to pay, the shadow will take its reward from your health instead, growing ever more ravenous. You must be prepared to pay it each round until the contract comes due. Now let us see the power we are paying for. The Shrike increased your attack, and it took your blade as its payment. That foe matches your strength, but can it match us both? Long have I let my own pact grow. Let me show you what we can do. Casting this blade should help cover the next round. Unfortunately, there wasn't a charm to pay the Shrike this round. It looms over you, growing for each missed payment. Your pact with the Shrike will end this round. So let's take advantage of that damage boost once more! You paid for 3 rounds of Shrike with 2 blades and 1 with your health. This is the challenge with Shadow Pacts. You must always be attentive of their cost. Oh, but what power they grant you! Apart from their forms, shadow creatures can also help you enhance your spells with magical fusion. When trained in the practice of fusion, you can imbue spells in your hand with a pact to access greater power. Unfortunately, these mortal forms wither, so we may require a more defensive strategy to win. Form a new pact with a sentinel. It will both attack the adversary and shield you. Note, the price of this pact is helpful charms from an enemy. Luckily, our enemy has such charms. Cast the sentinel before the opponent has a chance to use those charms. You see how the Sentinel's shield helped us resist that attack? We are protected. The enemy is vulnerable. Now, finish it! Be warned, winning a battle does not erase your debt to the Shadow. It will take its remaining payment, but now from your health, and only your health. Now, I sense a shift in the darkness. The shadows are stirring. Quickly, this way!
There. The shadows have noticed our efforts. They have come to form a pact with you. After the pact is made, the shadow will always be yours to call upon. As your relationship deepens, they can also teach you new spells and fusions. As for which creature to pact with, well, each breed of creature offers advantages to the techniques of each magical school. Listen, and one of them will call out to you.
Burn. In the dark, things still burn. Fire, the only light, and it consumes, like pyromancers, bright lights of destruction. The pact is seared into our souls. Let us burn!
You will not regret this pact, I promise you. And you can return here at any time to commune with your shadow creature and deepen your bond. The shadow may seem bizarre, its creatures untrusting, but they need not consume you, so long as you mind the price of any spell. If you do, the shadow will always be yours to control, and you'll be able to shift easily from its darkness to the light. Now!
We have reclaimed the Eclipse Tower. Let us send a signal to the Shadow Queen that you are more than ready for her. Place the moon's crown on the Lunar Warden's